Hello everyone, I'm Davia Roper.
I'm Barrington Brumfield.
And I'm Shanice Forbes.
Today we'll be looking at how well do we as a nation care for the disabled. Someone is considered disabled or challenged if he or she has a fundamental difficulty doing tasks that others take for granted. There are different types of disabilities: physical, emotional, behavioral, cognitive, and sensory. But today we'll only be focusing on physical and cognitive disabilities.
Okay, so this topic was chosen because here in Jamaica, it is the norm for persons to view the disabled as being less than human. Not only do they view them as such, but sometimes they go to the extent to ill-treat them. In addition to all of this, Jamaica has very little facility to accommodate the disabled at times. So today, my group and I stand as a voice for the disabled community.
Throughout the video, we'll be speaking to representatives from the School of Hope. The school deals with individuals who are cognitively or intellectually disabled. We'll also be speaking to a parent of a child who is disabled and a university student who is disabled.
3 years back, I was doing cheerleading and I was doing some flips, and on one of the techniques I slipped and I fell off my head. My neck snapped, but I didn't know. I didn't feel a thing. And when I did it, when I tried to move, I couldn't move. When my friends moved me, that's when I started feeling pain. So I was rushed to the hospital afterwards. On the X-ray, my doctor said my neck and my spine formed an X where it was injured. So they said I shouldn't be alive. From how it looked, I was supposed to be dead, but on that day they did some tests and the areas that were affected were my arms, my fingers, and from my chest below. But over the years doing physiotherapy, I can move my arms, but I still can't move my fingers. So I'm paralyzed from my chest down.
Okay. Nathaniel Bailey was born on September 11th, 2006. He has what you call arthrogryposis, a condition that causes your joints to be contracted. He has done quite a few surgeries to get his limbs to be straightened, but it's still contracted even after the surgery. The good thing about it though is that some children are contracted in the face or anywhere a joint is, but his is just to the hands and to the feet, but he doesn't make it disability any form of challenge for him. He works with what he has now, and he's a vibrant child. He does basically everything. He swims, he plays chess, he goes to Liberty Academy at the Priory for school.
Well, I think we've come a far way in understanding what special ed is all about. However, there is a lot more work that needs to be done, because if you should say in terms of percentage, I don't think maybe 20% of the population is aware, and then you may have another, let's say 50 who are aware, but they are not doing anything with the knowledge that they have. They just know it. It's just like, okay, I'm bright, I know about special ed, but they're not doing anything. And then you have the rest who they know and they want to make an impact, but there are so many policies and stuff like that to take place.
No, majority of Jamaica or the people, no, they don't understand. As a matter of fact, we have a system where government is not based to help everybody. We don't have certain things set in place for people with disabilities. We probably have a bus that comes for at a specific time, or a bus that picks up somebody. If you don't have money, you can't get treatments. People with physical or psychological disabilities, it's really hard for them.
Well, it's going to take a team effort. It needs all stakeholders to be on board. And as the stakeholders are talking from the parents, to our doctors, to our teachers, to our community members, to our churches, everybody to be on board, to our police, all stakeholders who have to deal with human beings, I should say. Once you call yourself a human being, you have to be on board with it. Because our children, what we know is that when they leave us, it's not like they're placed in a vacuum outside. They have to get in the world. They have to go market, they have to go supermarket, they have to go doctor, they have to go dentist, they have to go everywhere. So all stakeholders have to be on board, both private and public entities.
Not the matter of how we are supposed to be treated. It's the matter of getting used to seeing us without asking questions that offend us, or the way they look at us, or the way they approach us. Some people look at you like, wow, is that an alien? Literally. Faced with that over and over. But if people just come and ask or talk to you like a normal person, they don't see the chair, they don't see somebody in bed or paralyzed or mentally ill. If they come like a normal person, talk to us, they'll see that we're no different than them. So what would make them more aware? Probably, I don't know, make them aware. That depends on each individual.
To be honest, it needs to be out there more in the media about the cares of children with disabilities. I think no buildings should be in place right building now that doesn't facilitate any form of child with a disability, because you have apartments building, no ramps. You have, even for instance, government offices, most of them don't have a ramp. And if we are going forward as a country, we need to include children with disabilities, because they also can contribute to society in every aspect of their way.
Jamaica is lagging behind a lot of the other countries, first world countries, the US, Britain, but we're following, we're close behind, but we're still not implementing the policies that, and things are on paper, things are documented, but we're just not implementing it as yet. And when we do, then things will improve for our population.
Transportation, bus-wise, I think that it should integrate bus wheelchair systems on the bus, because in America every bus has a wheelchair system. So if they integrate that, that would be much help for most people. The mentally, I think people with disability, especially mental wise, I think they should see more psychiatrists. I saw a psychiatrist. I didn't want to. I still go to make everybody feel pleased. I hope. And it was okay, but other than that, that's all I could say. They just probably need somebody to talk to. You know, nice, wonderful somebody feels just to come and sit and talk to you about anything, doesn't matter.
To be honest, it needs to be out there more in the media about the cares of children with disabilities. I think no buildings should be in place right building now that doesn't facilitate any form of child with a disability, because you have apartments building, no ranks. You have, even for instance, government offices, most of them don't have a rank. And if we are going forward as a country, we need to include children with disabilities because they also can contribute to society in every aspect of the way.
We get support from the parents, but sometimes the support is negative. So instead of teaching them the right things, the things that as teachers would want the parents to be telling the children, we get something negative from them. We get the parents telling the children to do things that they are not to do, or to act in ways that they are not to act. Right? So sometimes the support is negative, and sometimes, when you think back, you think, you might as well, that parent never said anything.
Do you know the term, you know your friends are who's with you until you won't know who's with you until you're on your back? Well, for me, that life experience life experience, I call it the great purge. It purged everybody that is really with me and everybody that's not. So when I was in the hospital, I saw Mario friends. Mario friends were always Mario friends. And my real schoolmate friends. I saw everybody. But some people who I was expecting to be there at least once, nah, they didn't come. It was devastating. It was really devastating. But after a while, it's a part of life. I don't regret meeting anybody. As a matter of fact, it's a learning experience. So I just accept it and move on. So to answer that question, yes, some stayed, some go, and some came after.
Special needs, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So it's best if we all get on board to enhance and make the lives of these individuals better.
I would say be more accepting of persons with disabilities.
Just say hi. Nothing more.
Persons with disabilities are humans, and they are able to do just as anybody or any able-bodied person. They can contribute to society, so treat them that way. Treat children with disabilities or special needs just as you want them to treat you.
Look at each person's ability, not the disability so much, and to respect them for who they are.
Okay.